Caesarea named after Caesar, the Temple Mount is the Temple Mount, and only this hill, this mountain, preserves the name of that person who, once again, was extremely cruel, and of course all Christians don't like him because of what he has done to the children when Jesus was born. But at the same time, we need to acknowledge that he was a fantastic politician. He was a very, very clever person, and he had absolutely amazing building projects. And Herodium is a very unusual place. First of all, why Herod the Great decided to build something over there? Basically halfway to the Dead Sea. What's so special there? We can understand that he had palace in Jerusalem and that he rebuilt the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Masada was standing at the border of his kingdom, so it was kind of understandable that he would want to have a fortress there. But why here? In Jericho, remember we mentioned Jericho, he had a winter palace there, because when the weather becomes really bad in Jerusalem, he can get a horse and get to Jericho. It's not far away, but the climate is much milder there. But why here, Herodium? The thing is that at the beginning of his reign, there was some enemies who came, and basically his life, the life of his family, and the life of his army was in great danger. So from Jerusalem at night, he managed to take out his family with some parts of his army, and they started out towards the south, and they were marching here through the hills. But the enemies realized that, okay, Herod sneaked out, and they ran after Herod the Great and his troops. And it was here, where Herodium is nowadays, that the mother of Herod the Great, who obviously she was not a young woman anymore, she fell off the cart and she hit her head, and it seemed like she was dead. And Herod was very, very upset. He really loved his mother dearly, and he was upset almost to the point of taking his own life. But then he saw in the distance that the army of the enemies is chasing after them. And you know what? He decided to face that army and to take the battle. And he was fighting, according to the historian Josephus Flavius, and once again that's the main historian of the time period of this piece of land, the province of Judea. According to that historian, Herod the Great was in the front rows of his army, not just standing somewhere on the hill and giving commands to his soldiers. No, he was on the front row and he was fighting furiously, and his army was victorious. And then at the end of the battle, he came to his mother and he saw that she came to her senses and that she actually didn't die. Luckily to him, she didn't die. She was wounded, she was hurt, but she survived. And so they all got on their horses, they all got on their carts and continued south towards Masada.